Hello and welcome. Today we are in the Tier 10 Italian battleship, the Cristoforo Colombo. We're playing on the map Atlantic, and unfortunately this is a match with CVs. I spawned in the middle and decided to head towards the A-cap to help my friendly battleship, the Canso. Because a Tier 8 battleship being behind an entire flank is probably not quite enough, especially in a Tier 10 battle like this. Oh, is that a Tulsa? Cool. Oh, we did 15,000 damage with the first salvo to the Grosso first, and that's why I love the Colombo. It's such a fun ship to play. I really do recommend it. Ah, that was so nice. Can we repeat this? I love this Sappy ship so much. It feels great. Well, okay, maybe not this time. I mean, it's still 6,000 damage. Nothing to really... yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, we're gonna head a little closer, because remember, you have your smokescreen available. It is entirely possible for you to just head closer to the enemies, then pop a smokescreen and leave if things get a bit too hairy. Although you do have to make sure there aren't things like radars involved and that you haven't actually fired your guns recently. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna make the turn now. I don't want to be in secondary range of a Grosso Kofest. That's just not gonna work out for me. And my Maka in front of me seems to be doing something very silly. He has no HP, and for some reason he is just heading straight for them. I fire my guns to draw aggro, because otherwise the Maka's gonna just die. You know what? The G and J in Maka stand for good job, don't they? Well played, Maka. Well played. We really didn't need a destroyer, another destroyer here, right? I'm a little annoyed by that. That was just throwing away a perfectly fine ship. Oh, hello, Lightning. I would like to visit some SAP on you. Come on. You know you want to catch some sap. Well, the ship disappeared, so I have to take a shot. Oh, and we actually hit. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's still gonna be 1,000 damage. She doesn't have that much HP left. Maybe we get another one. Although seems a little unlikely. Yeah, no. It's okay. We got the A-cap. There is an Iwami coming through the B-cap. But I would really like to fight the ships in A, because if you look at the minimap, well, it's me and the Xianyang that are here. They have a Lightning, a Tulsa, an Ohio, a Marseille, a Grosso Kofest. They have a little bit more than we do. Oh, these are... yeah, these are Iwami torpedoes. Iwami has 20-kilometer torpedoes, I actually forgot. Oh, I was hoping I could make it out from before the torpedoes hit, but unfortunately no. That was needless damage that I took. But it's okay. We have to give up the A-cap. We can't fight here. We just have to run. In fact, I'm not even sure we can run, because that's a lot of ships that are going to be chasing us. I mean, 2 cruisers, 2 battleships, plus the Iwami on the side, and the destroyer. And there's a good chance the CV might get involved too, because CVs really do like picking off stragglers. Wait, how is our Xianyang spotted? What? How did that even happen? Well, whatever, we gotta run. In fact, I'm thinking of when my smoke is up, I just won't fire. And I will just use a smoke to run in a straight line, I think. Because this is a very precarious position. We have a lot of HP, right? 60k, but I mean, you can burn down a ship really quickly if a lot of ships focus it. And there's absolutely no relief coming, right? Because what's the other ships that are over here? The Carnot and the Kansas? No, 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 no. It's gonna be the Malta, right? The Malta's gonna tank for me, surely. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to be tanking all of them. And for a long time, because there's nothing to really punish them either for just openly shooting, right? The best I can hope for is maybe I can slap one of the cruisers or something, but what's the chance that's gonna dissuade a full HP cruiser from doing something? Oh, and now the Xianyang is gone, so there's not even gonna be the distraction of a destroyer. That one would have been actually very, very helpful because, well, deep water torpedoes are scary. If your Hydra is down, they're very, very scary. Because they basically appear right on top of your ship. Oh, and of course, CV can also come visit us now. Now, there is some good news. Because there are so many enemy ships over here, it means that my team should be outnumbering the enemy somewhere else on the map. And if you look at the sea cap, that is clearly happening. Okay, it's time to just smoke and run. Because there's nothing to really shoot at anyway, and, well, they don't have anything to do right now, right? They have nothing to engage if I'm in a smokescreen. The more of their time that I waste, the better. Because it gives my team time to actually do things on the sea cap. Because eventually the fight is gonna be for the B cap. Both teams are clearly positioning for it. Our Adriatico is already going towards it. The Colbert, the Shikishima, the Worcester, you know, they're already taking up positions. This is also why I'm running on the J line, because if I'm headed towards JL10, then enemies, if they want to chase me, they won't be going towards objectives. And if they want to go towards objectives, well, then they can't really effectively chase me. Look at that Grossakofest. He's 19 kilometers away. And by the way, another thing that's nice about going on the J line is that if they want to head towards the objectives, they're basically opening up their broadsides to me. Anyway, I discovered that my teammates were taking a while to get through the sea cap, which is to be expected. It always happens. Hopefully my complaints will make them sail a little faster. Even the CV is here. But this is a good thing. Imagine how much distance the CV has to cover to actually come and strike at me. Right, instead of striking at one of the ships that are soon going to be taking the B cap. Also, the enemies are diffuse enough at this point that maybe we can actually properly engage them. Sure, the Marseille is relatively close, but look, that Tulsa is 16 kilometers away. The Lightning is still also decently far, and I am basically out of range for the Grossakofest to really do anything. So, I have avoided a lot of the enemy threat. On top of that, look at where the Ohio is. Look at how far he is. Oh my god. 12,000 damage, just like that. I mean, you didn't need that 1/3 of your HP anyway, right, Tulsa? But look at that Ohio. That guy has basically only now made it through the A cap. That's a bit slow, buddy. You need to do better than that. Anyway, now our team is focusing down at Tulsa. We have lost our Malta, unfortunately. Maybe if I had turned around earlier and started tanking, I could have saved her, but it seems somewhat unlikely. There's really little reason for them to engage me. The Carnot is gonna go down, she's just way too low HP. She decided to turn a little too early again. Maybe she actually did try to defend the Malta. But I really need to get rid of this Lightning. She's a little scary. She was a little scary. Well, now we can just completely turn. There's no torpedo threat anymore. So, oh yeah, Tulsa's also running because low HP. The Ohio finally got within range of B, but now she's also being burned down. So, that was a pretty good way to run away, I think. We were pretty effective at it, because the Marseille actually did follow us for quite a long distance. Oh, we missed on the Tulsa. Maybe I should have fired a few extra shots, but it's fine. Shikishima finished her off for us. Well, 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 Marseille, how the tables have turned, huh? Previously, I was running with all of my might from all of you, and now you're alone, buddy. You're alone, and I'm gonna SAP you. Once we're done with this Ohio, of course. Because why waste the opportunity to fire at a broadside of a battleship? Not to mention that the enemies are gonna... My allies are gonna have a little bit of a harder time farming damage on this Marseille. So I'm gonna savor that for myself. Okay, the Marseille doesn't have torpedoes. The Sherman does, 16.5 kilometers, but Marseille doesn't. So I don't really have to worry about anything. Now the Marseille is sailing away from me, backwards. He's not gonna get too far, is he? This is where the amazing forward firing angles of the Colombo come in, where I can just weave a little bit and suddenly my rear turrets are on point as well. Oh, the Sherman actually picked off the... Wait, no, it wasn't the Sherman. It was the Yugumo that took C. Wow, they're actually playing pretty well here. Because now some of our ships have to go back to deal with the destroyer. And so they won't be fighting the main engagement. Although, let's be fair, there is no real main engagement. The Marseille is basically dead. They have a Sherman, a Zhao, Yugumo, and, well, the CV. Well, they don't have a Marseille anymore. Shikishima didn't like her very much. So if the Colbert is going back towards C, my focus is going into the A-cap then. And I'm pretty sure the aircraft carrier is in the A-cap. So I do have to worry about that. That means frequent strikes. Because every CV is gonna start prioritizing the ship that's advancing on their position. Yep. Hello. Level bombers already heading in this direction. It's not great, but there's very little I can do. The best I could do is run away, but then he would just target somebody else. Sure, the Kansas has decent HP, but everyone else is basically as low as I am, or even worse. And I do have a smokescreen, and I can potentially be in a position to actually deal with the CV. Thank God I turned a little bit, otherwise those probably would have been spot on me, if I had just kept sailing in a straight line. Okay, we gotta get to that A-cap. That's the only thing that matters right now. Okay, I'm gonna get the help from a gearing, but the gearing is low HP enough that potentially the CV could actually just strike her. Oh! I didn't see the second strike coming. Unfortunately, that was spot on. And I did have to use my damage control party for that. We did spot the CV though, so we get to fire again. Unfortunately, I make a mistake here. I swapped AP. It's a mistake in two ways. First, it wastes time because I could have swapped earlier. Second, well, SAP is probably more effective. But we still did 11,000 damage, that should be pretty okay. I probably took more damage from this strike though, because these are two perma-fires. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna really hurt. Okay, come on SAP. Surely we're gonna hit really hard here. Surely. CVs are deceptively fast, so you gotta lead a lot more than 25,000! You gotta lead a lot more than you expect. Because they're really big, but they're also really fast. And the other thing is that CVs rarely turn. So they actually go full speed, unlike most other ships that really like touching their A and D keys to, I don't know, make their ship slower or something. Oh, come on! 700... Now I'm severely regretting using that AP, because if I had used SAP, the CV would be dead. She might actually get an extra strike because I used AP. This is bad news. Come on, we gotta finish him. Surely. Oh no! He got a full squadron of level bombers off. Oh, this is gonna be so painful. This is gonna be so painful. Well, at least we got the CV. They only have a Zao and a Sherman left. And we have retaken the sea cap as well. Shikishima is going for the Zao. I have no doubt that Shikishima will be able to, well, at least with the help of the Colbert, be able to deal with the Zao. Although chances are one of them is gonna die, my teammates I mean. Because Zao has pretty good torpedoes and Shiki is fairly low HP, plus the Zao guns are pretty good too. Oh no, double fire. Yeah, I have to damage control party this. Well, this is where fire prevention would have been perfect. Can't set 2 fires in the center if you have fire prevention. But I had to damage control party it immediately. I don't have the HP to just sit with it. Maybe the CV goes away. Or maybe it hits me again, but I mean, what's the worst case scenario? The worst case scenario would be hitting me with 3 fires. That's the only option that could be worse, because it's never going to be 4. So even if he hits 2, it's going to be the same as if I hadn't damage control partied earlier. I'm going to have to, I don't know, do a barrel roll or something so she can't hit me properly. Come on. Turn. Please don't set me on fire. Please, please, please. That's not good. Especially with the Sherman coming back. Oh yeah, and Sherman sets another fire. Fire prevention would have been good here as well. I don't think I'm gonna get even another shot again. Sherman's damage output is just too much, plus the double fire. This is kinda bad. I did not expect the Sherman to just suddenly pop up at the same time. But it is what it is. I don't think this is a losable game though. Oh, look at gearing. Stop, buddy. That was really close. I wonder if gearing had died as well. Nah, this still wouldn't be losable. Right, there's just no way. Like, this is a 1 game. There is no chance that this Sherman wins. Because the Colbert... The Kansas has way too much HP. There's literally nothing the Sherman can do to the Kansas. Okay, Gearing. Okay, you're smoking up. Slow down, buddy. Just slow down and shoot him. Sure, the Sherman might fire back into smoke, but it doesn't really matter. Just farm him for damage. Especially right now, because, well, the Sherman is busy fighting the Colbert. Well, I feel like saying getting wrecked by the Colbert might be more accurate. Because, I mean, it is a Colbert, right? That's the one cruiser you kind of don't want to fight with guns. Especially one that already has a Kraken. And the Sherman's gone. By the gearing! Wow! I'm surprised. Oh, the gearing is in a division with the Colbert as well? I guess teamwork does make the dream work. 192k damage. Confederate only. 2309 base XP. But that Colbert played really well. He really deserves that compliment. 2700 base XP. Excellent work. We did a lot of tanking this game. 3.2 million potential. Got hit by more than half a dozen ships even. Yeah, we had a very tanky game. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I hope I'll see you guys next time.